Have you ever woken up from a dream and weren't sure if you were actually awake? What if those in-between spaces, those liminal dreamscapes, hold keys to deeper truths about your consciousness? Get ready to step beyond the veil as we unravel the mysteries of these otherworldly journeys and discover the profound message hidden within your own mind. You've probably seen them before, or at least heard of them. And even if not while fully awake, you've already been there, in your dreams. I'm talking about subliminal spaces. Places that resemble locations we know, yet feel so strange, so unearthly, that they can't possibly be real. They aren't completely unfamiliar. Quite the opposite. They feel oddly familiar. School cafeterias, libraries, shopping malls, or abandoned houses. But the moment these places are empty of people, they take on a disturbing alien quality. Subliminal spaces have become so popular that they have sparked their own entire subgenre on YouTube.
Hey Oliver, what's going on today?
Hey Lucifer, good to see you. That's perfect timing because we're just talking about subliminal spaces.
What?
Subliminal spaces, Lucifer? You should know about them. You're from hell after all. You know, these kinds of dreamscapes where there's nobody there, empty malls, empty school cafeterias and so on.
And what about them? Sounds so boring if nobody's there. The real party happens elsewhere.
Well, I certainly would agree with you on that one, but maybe you just can talk a little bit about them, for the sake of this video.
All I know is that Satan sometimes uses them as storage rooms for all the junk souls dragged with him into hell. Some of those places are awful. Piles of clutter people think they can bring along.
Interesting. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's the original purpose of that dimension. My theory is that...
Forget your theory. Nobody cares. Let me tell you something about my cousin. Did I ever tell you how hot she? I mean, if we weren't related then.
I mean, it's nothing to brag about sleeping with your cousin. Lucifer, I think you should go back to sleep. Here, go back.
I just said I would like to. Not that
I don't think that's a good topic for this video or any video at all. Okay, just go down and sleep a little bit. Where was I? Speaking of subliminal spaces, right? Let's move on. In this video, I'm taking you on a journey through mysterious dream landscapes, and I'll show you how to use these spaces to your advantage. My name is Oliver McClendon. I'm a musician, author, and entrepreneur. If you want to learn more about my work and my upcoming novel, you'll find a link below. And if you want to do something really nice, hit subscribe. It costs you nothing, but could open up new doors of possibilities. Before we continue, let's quickly clarify what subliminal spaces actually are. Subliminal spaces, or just sublis for short, are dream landscapes. Some even claim they can be accessed in the physical world under certain conditions. More about that later. These spaces resemble familiar locations. Shopping malls, football stadiums, schools, but with one crucial difference: they are completely empty, silent and uncanny. So what makes these spaces so unique? Subliminal spaces arise in a boundary state between sleep and awareness, a hypnagogic state. In that moment, your brain mixes stored memories, old emotions, and unconscious impressions together. The result? Places that feel familiar but never exist actually as shown. They reflect your inner world, your desires, your wounds, your unspoken thoughts. Those who learn to navigate these places consciously can discover a great deal about themselves or even experience creative breakthroughs. But caution is advised, because there are dangers for dream wanderers who go too far. People report shadow beings that dwell on these levels, figures that flicker the edges of your vision only to vanish the next moment. You think you saw something, humanoid, shapes with elongated limbs and grotesquely distorted faces, but once one of these beings notices you in its realm, it won't leave you alone. Soon your dreams begin to change. More and more, they are entirely dominated by subliminal dreamscapes, and the shadow beings return again and again. They haunt you, follow you, hunger for your life force, and try to pull you deeper into the endless corners of their domain. Anyone who believes these nightmares are merely the product of an overactive psyche is gravely mistaken. These entities have more influence than most people are willing to admit, and let me know if you encountered one of these beings already, or you have been in a subliminal dreamscape. Let me know right in the comments below. I'm genuinely interested. Yet where danger lurks, treasures also await. The journey through sublease can be incredibly enriching and help us function better in daily life. That's because of what sublease truly are. They are shadows, a negative imprint of our own world, a mirror reflecting the afterglow of our collective desires and memories, an echo of humanity itself. Sublease are like stage sets where the only actor is you. Empty malls from the 1980s appear because those images still linger in the collective unconscious. Digital debris that hasn't been yet deleted. Why do we dream of these places at all? What pulls us onto this level of awareness? Are they mirrors of inner transitions, condensed anxieties, or expressions of some deep elusive search for meaning, direction, or identity? Many people report that subliminal spaces appear during periods of personal transformation, a turning point, an old wound, a longing never spoken aloud. These places become stage props for the psyche. Familiar yet distorted, silent yet full of messages. What you see there is often not a foreign place, but a reflection of yourself. And what about the beings that live there? Astral entities exist on many levels, including the sublease. You can compare them to deep sea fish. Deep sea creatures look terrifying because they adapted to extreme conditions and eat whatever falls to the ocean floor. The inhabitants of the sublease are similar. They feed on the tiny traces of psychic energy a collective unconsciousness leaves behind. Some become aggressive, they're starving. Others are shy, timid, almost harmless. We can learn from these beings on our dream journeys, if we choose to. But that's a topic for another video, one where I will explain how to make contact with astral entities. Now we come to the final point, and perhaps the most fascinating one, the backrooms. A bit of online research will show countless stories about them. Some claim they are real-world portals. Others say it's nothing but a modern creepypasta, a digital ghost story. One thing is certain: backrooms are the manifestation of subliminal spaces in our world. The reason they fascinated us so much is that they strike a chord within us. A part of life where every one of us is searching for transition from one state to another. In a way, time has stopped in the backrooms. And every time I see an image of them, I feel a strange nostalgia, a longing for something that was lost. But I don't know what was lost or when. Maybe that's the real reason these places don't let us go. They remind us of what we are. Wanderers, moving between the past, the future, dream and reality, light and shadow, subliminal spaces, backrooms, liminal spaces. All these names ultimately point to the same truth, that we are multi-layered beings who sometimes need to travel to these empty, silent, strangely familiar places to recover something we once lost. So the next time you walk through a dream corridor where the neon lights hum and the old wallpaper smell faintly of carpet cleaner, pause for a moment. Maybe a message is waiting. Maybe even a part of yourself. Thank you for journeying with me today. If you want to explore these hidden realms or learn how to consciously interact with dream entities, I'd love to see you again in the next video. Until then, stay aware and dream boldly, seeker of truth.